What is up, everybody? How's it going? Another week. Cool, sound distinct. Another week, another episode of the Everybody and Their Mom podcast. The podcast that everybody and their mom is listening to. How we doing, everybody? This is episode. Where are we at? 48. Right here, episode 48. Coming at you live. Another week, another episode. It is Wednesday, October 22nd, noon. How we doing, everybody? Like I mentioned, another week, another episode. Let's go with our weekly recap. Let's start with yesterday. Yesterday being Tuesday. Basketball NBA came back. That was cool. Opening game went to double overtime. That was fun. Lakers rolled out a new lineup. They lost, but it is what it is. They're missing LeBron, and they're still working the kinks out. Monday saw the two games. The second one I didn't really pay much attention to. Paid more attention to the Lions Bucks one. The other one, the Texans didn't really have a chance. Sunday watched football. Watched Red Zone. Ate some panda for lunch, and then watched some of the night game. No wait, yeah. I watched most of it because I had to. I think I watched like a Halloween movie before. I think it was like Jeepers Creepers or something. And Saturday I was working with my dad. Well, his company, but fucking I was gonna go to my buddy's for his birthday, but I was just feeling like really sick. Like I had a headache and like kind of nauseous. So I just stayed home and just watched college football. Got BYU to win me that one. UFC got a bet against Kevin Holland. That was good. Sunday parlay hit. That was easy. So yeah, pretty good. And then Friday, I think Friday I just stayed in. I think I watched like a movie. I think I watched The Witch. That was pretty cool. Um, and Thursday I saw the Thursday game. Yeah, which was another good one. Another good one. We've been peppered with nothing but good Thursday night games, and this week should be another good one. This week should be another good one. But that's it for me over the past week. Really, not much changed. I know for my birthday, the Ghost of Yote. Highly recommend it. I barely got it last uh last Tuesday. Downloaded, installed it. So I've really been playing it for like 6 days now, and I have like 12 hours on it or so, like 12 or 14. Yeah, like 12. Yeah, so like around like 2 hours a day. We've been playing it. It is really fun. There's tons to do. It's better than the first game. They built on it. From what you can do in the world, from down to the locations that you can go to, the side missions. There's just so much to do, and the game is a lot harder. Like it's a lot harder to like clear through the camps of enemies and stuff. It's really challenging. Highly recommend it. It's one of those like could be game of the year. I don't know. Like it's those things don't really, you know. It really matters if the game is good or not. So that's that. But yeah, highly recommend it. Ghost of Yote. It's been out for like 2 weeks now. I've only had it for like a week, so I got it for my birthday. What else did I do for my birthday? Ate dinner. Uh, I didn't really do like a Halloween thing just because I was feeling kind of sick. I don't know. Maybe this weekend I might do something. Plus, it's not till the 31st, so plenty of time. Plenty of time. But with that being said, let's go into our topic of the day. Alrighty. So, if you guys can remember, this is not the tier the tier list that I'm going with right now, but we're going with the tier list. This was, if you guys remember, in one of my previous episodes. This would have been like it's week 8 now, maybe like 10 episodes ago or so. I did a tier list for the NFL teams for this season. So I like going back to it because it's like, all right, we can move, like, adjust our ranking, see where we were at prior, um, and go from there. And we could see our well, at least my hits and misses. So with it being already week 8, and it's because they play 17 games, so it's only about like each team after this week about 10 games, 11, 10 games left. So we're almost to the halfway point, but the season is starting to carve itself out. Because to me, I think usually by Thanksgiving, like that Thanksgiving weekend, you can usually tell who's going to be um the legitimate teams or not. You know what I mean? Regarding like the playoffs and Super Bowl contenders. But with that being said, let's start with the trash. Okay, so like I mentioned before, I made this list. This is the list. This is I saved it. It was from like 10 weeks ago, like I mentioned, like just before the season. Um, oh, shit, give me a second. Right here we go. So let's start off with my team. So that way, nobody could be like, "Oh, what the fuck are you talking about? Who do you root for?" Well, I root for the Saints, bro. And like I mentioned before, I saw this. I'm objective. I'm a fan, but I'm not a super fan. I'm not stupid. Like I knew this season was going to be rough, and right now the Saints are sitting at 1-5, 1-6. Yeah, 1-6. I mean, yeah, they've been in some games, but the two big losses they took last weekend, Rattler three turnovers, and the week they got blown out by Seattle. It's like, yeah, they're a trash team. They're inconsistent. They play in spurts. Like they don't really play complete games. I don't know. I think it's because of do with the depth of the team and there's not much talent really. So yeah, they're just trash. Um, Browns similar situation, but I think them is quarterback. Like they don't have one, and that's the problem. Like they won a couple games now. They beat the Packers, and now Gabriel got his first win, so that's good for them. Being the Dolphins, I think it's the Dolphins, right? Yeah. So I mean, we'll talk about them in a minute. Um, Here's a team that I missed. Here's a miss right here, Giants. I could see the Giants being or like just missing the playoffs. So I'll put them in like the top of mid, maybe yeah, like around mid. Um, they moved on to Dart rather quicker than I thought. Um, I knew he was going to be better than Russell, but I didn't think he was going to be like this good. Scatterboo, same thing. The neighbor's injury was really sad for them. They'd be even better than what they are now with him, with neighbors. But yeah, they have a good defense. They can run the ball, and as long as Dart doesn't turn the ball over, they have pretty much have a chance. So that was one of the misses that I had. But as far as the other two, the Jets and the Titans hit them all right in the head. So hey, I'm. It wasn't bad right here. It was not bad. Um, in terms of like the bad teams that I saw, but I think most people saw the Titans. Them rebuilding rookie quarterback, the Jets rebuilding, and Justin Fields being. I thought he'd be a lot better than what he turned out to be. um, all right, now let's get to the mid teams. Starting with Miami, just because we're already right here. So, like I mentioned, New York. I think instead of trash, they're pretty mid. All right. Yeah, the Dolphins. They're pretty mid. They're pretty trash. I think they won one game as well. Two was terrible. Tyree got hurt, and their defense is trash. That's pretty much what it comes down to. And their coaching just isn't it. I thought McDaniel was going to be able to do something, but nah. It is what it is with Miami. Tua should be gone. It is what it is. Um, we're gonna see with Chicago. I think they could be a playoff team depending on how well they can run the ball. Because Caleb, he's too inconsistent. But if they can run the ball and play D, I think they could just make the playoffs. But right now, I think I'm gonna keep them with the Giants, like in mid. 'Cause I think they're about like the same. The Giants in Chicago. This is a big team I missed. They're trash. The Raiders. I was optimistic, overly optimistic. Pete Carroll, man, he's kind of like Belichick, where their system is just washed in the NFL. Like, run the ball, play defense. Your quarterback isn't elite, but you could win games with him. That ain't it, man. And Gino's just not it, dude. The guy commits more turnovers than 30 for 30 Jameis Winston, man. That shit's sad. And it's crazy because they have talent, they have Bowers, Janty. It's just that it's I don't know. There's something gonna change in Vegas, man. Something's gonna change. Another team I think I missed also the Cardinals. Injuries fucked this team earlier than I thought. I told you guys, dude. Kyler would get hurt. I told y'all, Kyler would get hurt by November, and look, it's already mid October or about to be towards the end of October, and the Cardinals fell off. They're injured to shit. Um, I actually like Jacoby Brissett. I think he's actually a pretty decent quarterback. Um, but yeah, the Cardinals just nah, nah. Once Connor went down, and Harrison just wasn't like the guy that they thought he was gonna be. Like Trey McBride is your number one tight end. That to tell you a lot about a team when their best receiver is a fucking tight end. That's all I'm saying. Because we have that problem. Um, Let me see. The Steelers are technically a playoff team. They can run the ball, but they just remind me of like kind of like this, like the best of like this tier. The problem is they have a good veteran quarterback. Hmm. I'll probably have to put yeah. The Steelers would have to probably move up, especially after that performance against the Bengals. That was pretty good, man. Like the problem with them is this that their defense. I don't know what's up with the Steelers defense, but they are not the same. Hopefully they could clean some of that up. And if they do, they can make the playoffs, especially because their record, man. That's crazy. We'll get into that in a second. Because I'm not really going off of their records, because records are like, you know, so who did you play? Was it like a one score game? It's a lot of like, a lot of diciness that we go into. But we'll get into there. We'll get there. Atlanta. Yeah, I think these three are like exactly the same. Young teams, young quarterbacks, good defenses, run the ball. Yeah. I think the Patriots. Yeah, the Patriots and Steelers are like the best of like those. Yeah. The Panthers. The Panthers. I think the Panthers are probably like, nah. Yeah, they're pretty bad too. I thought they would be a little better than what they were, but the receivers haven't panned out. Their best player is Rico Dowdle, a backup running back, and now that the starter's back, Chuba, they're not using him as much. They have Dalton at quarterback. The defense is all right, but yeah, I would say they're still a pretty trash team. They're one of the better of the trash teams with like the Cardinals. So like if we're going like top to bottom, it'd be like this. Who's like the worst of the worst? Probably the Jets, followed by the yeah, we're pretty bad too. I would say it's like something like this around like yeah, like this, give or take. No, I don't think we're as bad as Tennessee. I would say it was like this. I think the Saints are definitely a bottom 4 or 5 team right now because they don't have as good of a defense as the Browns or we hold it. We could put the Panthers here then. Yeah, because the Raiders, like the Raiders, Browns, and Cardinals have more talent than the rest of this. Like the Jets probably being the worst. The Dolphins with coaching and now on offense, they only have Achane, Waddle, and who else? Tennessee rebuilding. They have a quarterback, some rookie receivers, but nothing really crazy there. Coaching, yeah, like it's bad down here. A lot of this down here is just the combination of like from Carolina on right here is a combination of lack of talent, execution, and coaching. Then whereas we get to here, this is a big miss that I had. Sorry. Sorry. Before we get there, the Giants, Bears, Falcons, they're all kind of similar in the sense that they all have young quarterbacks, run the ball, play defense, and that's kind of like, yeah, you can win games that way. You just don't turn the ball over. One of the biggest misses I had this year was the Colts. They're, I, I didn't believe in Daniel Jones, man. I didn't think he would be this good. But they have one of the best O lines, and on top of that, like as long as they don't, turn the ball over, their defense is pretty solid. That they're able to stay off the field if they can control the clock by running the ball. Yeah, I mean, I think they're definitely gonna be a playoff team. The Jags, them being in the same division hurts a lot. But yeah, I just don't trust their offense. Their defense is pretty solid. Like they can get a stop when needed to, but I just don't trust them when it comes to like we need to score points. I don't see it. Uh, the Cowboys, kind of the opposite, where I trust their offense, but they can't stop anybody. Here's another miss I had. The Seahawks. Um, I did same with Daniel Jones. I just didn't believe in Sam Darnold, but they can run the fucking ball. JSN is great, and their defense, man, they get turnovers and they get after it. What can I say? Seattle's good. They're a good team. Um, Now let me get up to right here. Here's one of the misses I had. The Texans are fucking. I'm gonna put them at the bottom of mid, but I think they're borderline trash, dude. They have one of the worst O lines in the league. They can't run the ball. Because of that. They can't. The receivers can't catch the ball. They can't get open. But they have a good defense, good coaching. So that's kind of like what keeps me putting them like the bottom of mid. Um, Let me see here. Yeah, the Buccaneers playoff team. I called that one. Chargers similar, but they're a couple losses away from getting into mid, man. Especially because the way the AFC is so deep this year. It's crazy. Even the NFC is usually like how it is now. I'll show you guys in a second how usually deeper. But the AFC, man, like it's usually top heavy, but not this time. This year, anybody could be anybody, which is it's good. The parity in the league is a lot closer, but it's a lot harder to make lists like this where it's like, well, who are the good teams, right? Okay. Um, where were we right here? Yeah, the Rams playoff team. I'm trying to get there right now. The Commanders are similar to the Chargers, where they're like a couple losses away, a couple injuries away from being kind of mid. Packers, yeah, in their playoff teams. Broncos playoff team. Ooh, the Vikings are similar. These three are on similar boat. The Chiefs, I think, are going to end up being a playoff team. The Niners, same. Injuries haven't derailed them. That's crazy. Similar with the Lions, injuries just haven't derailed them. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I have. Oh, here we go. Another one that I missed was the Ravens. Yeah, they're pretty bad. Lamar's coming back, but they're like the Bengals. Oh, I missed speaking about the Bengals. They can score with anybody. They can't stop shit. They can't stop anybody. So ball, the Cowboys, the Bengals, Ravens, even then, like you commit one turnover and that's game, you're gonna lose. Texans just have good coaching and good defense, but can't score. So same like the Jags. They can kind of score a little bit more. So Super Bowl contenders as of now, there's really like, okay, hold up. These three are probably like the weakest in terms of playoff legitimacy. In terms of who has the strongest claim to making the playoff, probably the Colts because of their division. Same with the Bucks because of their division. It's crazy that like a lot of these teams are so close. So, for example, like the Chargers, Vikings, and Commanders, they've also suffered really, really bad injuries this year. Their depth is, the depth has been affected by that. They have good coaching, but coaching only goes so far. So I would say those three probably have the least amount of a chance. Whereas, yeah, like here, I mean, AFC South, AFC North, NFC South, these three teams kind of got it. Like, yeah, the Bengals, made it competitive, but I don't think that at the end of the day the Bengals are going to beat out the Steelers. And then you go to the AFC East, and then it's going to be between the Patriots or Bills. Both can make it. You go out west, it's going to come down to these three teams, beating out each other. You go out AFC West, same thing with the Chiefs and Broncos. I think it's going to come down to them. So I guess you could say the Eagles have a pretty good chance, but then because they lost to the Giants, but I don't think the Giants, same thing. I don't think they're going to be there. Yeah. 13, yeah. Because as of right now, 14 teams make the playoffs. And I have about 14 right here, being Colts, Steelers, Buccaneers, Eagles, Patriots, Bills, Seahawks, Rams, Niners, Packers, Lions, Chiefs, Broncos, which then leaves one more spot for the NFC. Right? Yeah, because that would be just one Chargers team and two NFC teams. Which I think if it would be the Vikings or Commanders, I think it would be the Vikings. So I think just because of injuries and affecting depth and because of the schedule, I think as of right now, it would be the Chargers and Commanders just missing the playoffs. So I think it would end up being like kind of like this as of right now. Because if you were to ask me who's like a legit Super Bowl contender, I couldn't tell you that right now. Like all these teams, they have a weakness. All these teams, there's a way to exploit that weakness. They've all lost games. And yeah, because I mean, if you ask me right now, technically the Colts are the best team, but I couldn't say that they're gonna win the Super Bowl. Definitely not. Like if we go to the standings, where is it? Yeah, like right here. So like Patriots, Bills, like I could see both of them making the playoffs at that point. Steelers, I think only one team from here is going to make it, and I would say the Steelers probably. Colts, look at this, that big of a jump and how good they are. Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs. I guess two of them maybe making it, but it's going to be pretty close. And I would say the Chiefs are probably going to go over the Chargers, especially because they've already played, and the next game will be in Kansas City. And then we go to the NFC side. Eagles, I think, are just better overall. Commanders are hurt. Cowboys can't stop anybody. The North looks hard. Looks pretty competitive. Packers, Lions, Bears, Vikings. I think they're all pretty legit. I think the Vikings are better than the Bears though. And then from those three, we'll see. Damn, the Panthers are 4-3. That's crazy. I still think the Bucks are better than though, but like the one team in this division that'll make it. And then out west, all three maybe could make it. So it's definitely a toss-up. It's definitely a toss-up. But let me know what you guys think. This is definitely going to be an interesting season because this is kind of the way I have it as of now. With these 14 playoff teams, if the playoffs were to start now, in my opinion. But with that, I think we should go on to our next topic, which is this week's NFL games. Let's go. Alrighty. So last week for my NFL picks, I went 11-4. Not bad. I'm in a pool in my a league, and I'm second overall in picking the games this year. So not bad, not bad. Let's go to the actual games now. Wrong week. Okay, here we go. Starting with week 8, Vikings Chargers here in LA. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think it's gonna be a close game. Defensive. The Vikings are a really good defense, but trouble scoring on offense. But I think just because of the way the Chargers' injuries are, I think it'll keep this game close. Then we have Dolphins-Falcons. Dolphins are pretty much like the worst team, one of the worst teams in the league. So yeah, give me the Falcons. And then we have the Ravens and the Bears. And it's looking like Lamar is going to play. Even if he does, though, I still think the Bears got it. I think they have a good defense, and they can run the ball now. And the Ravens' defense is terrible, like one of the worst in the league. So, yeah, give me them. Same with the Bengals. This will be an interesting game. I think the Bengals are going to be able to score on them. And the Jets, they don't even have a quarterback right now. We'll see how that is. But the Bengals defense, they're pretty bad. So this might end up being a shootout. All right, Bills, Panthers. Yeah, give me the Bills off a bye week. I think the Panthers have Andy Dalton now, and they have a lot of injuries. Yeah, give me the Bengals. Then Niners, Texans. What the fuck? Why the Texans so interesting? Yeah, give me the Niners, dude. Even though the Texans are at home, I just think the Niners are just better coached overall. They just have more. I don't know. They execute better. The defense is, like I mentioned, the Texans defense is good, but overall, give the Niners. Alrighty. Then we got Browns, Patriots. Give me the Patriots at home. I think they're gonna exploit a rookie quarterback. Same with the Eagles being at home. I think they're gonna get a revenge for last time. Them being on the road. I think Philly got this one this time. And then some Bucks Saints. You guys aren't gonna believe it, but give me my Saints. I think the Saints got this one. Reasons why: the Bucks are on a short week. They have a lot of injuries. Saints are at home and divisional rival. I think the Saints got this one. I think they do. I really do. Next one. It's gonna be the Titans Colts. Colts for sure at home. Yeah, Titans, one of the worst teams in the league. Rebuilding. It's a divisional game, so it could be a little close at the beginning, but two I'll be paying attention to. It's gonna be Denver. Yeah, give me Denver. And them at home, they can actually play defense. Give me Denver. And then the night game, Packers, Steelers in Pittsburgh. Ooh. Yeah, give me the Steelers, man. I think the Steelers are going to get revenge for Rodgers at home, run the ball. keep it close and make a game out of it. And then the Monday night game, yeah, give me the Chiefs. It's got to be the Chiefs at home. Might be a shootout. Daniels might be playing a little hurt. Even if he plays, he'll be playing hurt. So yeah, give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. Alrighty then. On to our next topic. This weekend's college games. So last week I hit big on BYU. That was fun. Let's see about this week's games. If there's anything worth, because like I should have bet, for example, like on Alabama and Georgia. Oh shit! Come on. Yeah, here we go. Alabama and Georgia. I should have. Those were easy. I'm so sad I didn't. I almost did on LSU, and I'm so glad I didn't though. Sheesh. Alrighty. Oh, Virginia's gonna smack UNC, but there's probably no money to be made there. Ole Miss or Oklahoma? Give me Ole Miss. Give me Ole Miss on the road. Indiana, yeah, it'll be close. Georgia Tech, yeah. Alabama, yeah. Illinois, Vanderbilt, yeah. Give me Vanderbilt at home. It's a close one. Oh, A&M LSU, yeah. A&M's gonna smack them, dude. LSU's been. So, as I need to pick here, I would do Vanderbilt at home and A&M on the road, and Ole Miss on the road. Those are the three I would do. Yeah. Alrighty. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to go over the UFC card this weekend's UFC 321 in Abu Dhabi. I think it's starting at, main card 11. Oh boy. I'll be watching it at 11 for sure. All right, first one. Jacqueline versus Mizuki. Let's see their stats. 10-1, 15-6, both 5-3. More reach here. Yeah, give me Jacqueline. She looks like a bigger woman too. All right, then we have Azat versus Mitch. Kazakhstan versus the US. Yeah, longer reach. 15-2, more experience. Give me Azat. The odds show too. So, because this is in Abu Dhabi, pretty much like any like Middle Eastern Russian fighters are gonna have the advantage on judging. So like right here, Hamdi versus Chris Barnett. I'm rooting for Beast Boy like so badly. I want Beast Boy to win. But Hamdi, he's got it. He should have like at least one judge already in his favor. The guys are both fat, so I'm rooting for Chris in that way, Beast Boy. But yeah, Hamdi's probably gonna win, as the odds suggest. Here we go, right here. Nathaniel Wood versus Jose Miguel Gatto. Give me Jose, 10-1. He's already tasted defeat. Taller, longer reach, younger. Yeah. Give me Jose. Walter Walker for sure. Too thick. What the fuck, dude? Two fat guys. This guy looks out of shape. Not gonna lie. Yeah, give me Walker on. Look, 14-1. Johnny's brother, 6 and damn, dude. Longer reach, better on the ground. Yeah, give me Walker as the odds suggest. This should be close. 9-3, 15-4. This guy's nose is like already bent. He's walking in with a pre-bent nose. Both coming off a loss. Yeah, give me Abdul, just because I mentioned it's in Abu Dhabi. Then Klein versus Rebecca. Both coming off a loss. Give me Klein. I think I bet on Rebecca last time and he lost me. Ikram versus Iron Turtle. Man, I'm really rooting for Iron Turtle, but Ikram's gonna win. Yeah, Russian fighter. Look at this guy, bro. He means business. I'm rooting for you, Iron Turtle. I'm rooting for you. Then we got Nasrat Hapkarast. Yeah, he should win. Killing Salkia or is it Salkid? So he's a good fighter. He's exciting. You know, Australia, fucking the mullet man and the mustache. But Hapkarast should have the advantage. I'm rooting for Kian though. I really am rooting for him. But the judges should be on Nasrat's side. Then we got Rakic versus Azamat Mirzakhanov. 15-0. Yeah, being fed a guy off of a loss. Rakic. Oh, he has that reach. He does have that reach advantage. But if it goes to the ground, like I suspect, I think he'll lose. So it should be Azamat, but I want Rakic to win. So right here, I want Kian and Rakic. Ooh, then we have Volkov versus Almeida. Yeah, give me Almeida. Volkov's fell out there. Just too many fights, man. 38-11. Almeida's, yeah, dude. He's got a legit heavyweight coming up the ranks. He is a contender. We just got to be a future champion someday. Give me Almeida. Umar Bautista, yeah, give me Umar, dude. They brought him back. This fucker, yeah, dude. He's too good on the ground. They're gonna set him up for a championship fight against Marab, 18-1 for that rematch with Marab. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know why Mackenzie is favored. I know she beat Verna the first time, but give me Verna, man. I can't pick against, I gotta pick the more lesy looking woman, the more manly looking woman. So give me Verna. No offense to Mackenzie, but like she shouldn't even have this title shot. Like she's only getting it because Whaley's moving up in weight. But yeah, give me Verna. And I know she beat her before, but I think this time around Verna's got it. I think she's better on the feet, and she just looks like a fighter. She actually looks like she fights. Whereas Mackenzie is just too much drama around her, too much stuff. And then the main event, Aspinall versus Gane. I think we live in the world where Cyril Gane is gonna win this shit. Because it's gonna I already see, like, because of all this shit that John Jones did where he just like ducked him for like 2 years pretty much, where he was like, yeah, I'm gonna fight him, never fought him, and then they finally gave him the belt, made him legitimate champion like overnight. And then the way John Jones beat Cyril Gane first round last time was so dominant. And I just think we live in that timeline where Cyril's gonna win, and then Tom's gonna lose, and then it was like John Jones gonna laugh his ass off, and everyone's gonna be like, "Whoa, we made all that noise for nothing," and then we could see the White House card be completely different. But I'm rooting for Aspinall, man. I really am. I hope Tom wins it. Cyril is really good striker. If it goes to the ground, I got Tom. But if it stays standing, I got Cyril. That's the way I got it. I can see Cyril win it, though. I can see him maybe get a finish. Both guys either get a finish. Tom via sub, or Cyril via TKO to the body, maybe off his kicks. Tom has good hands. But I think on the feet, I think Cyril's a little slicker. But yeah, give me Tom. No, actually, yeah, give me. I'm rooting for Tom, but I think Gane's gonna win. I hope he doesn't, though. All right, guys. That'll be it for this one. A little bit of a shorter one today, but it's all good. I'll catch you guys next time, though. Thank you guys for coming. Catch you guys next time on the next episode of the Everybody and the Mom podcast, the podcast that everybody and mom is listening to. And I'll catch you guys next time. All right. Peace. See you guys later. Bye.